Streaming.
Okay. Welcome back, everyone. We rejoin Team Silence as they awake from a full night's rest. As the party heads down to the common room, a note is handed to Dove.
Oh, gee, I wonder what this could be. Looks like Mother's hand.
It is a note
Oh.
from Mother.
Oh no! I read the note, and then I just kind of. Actually, I think that's where we ended the last game with. I said pears.
Yes, true, it was.
And then I just kind of handed it off to everyone else. I just shake my head.
I
Well,
just
when I see
shrug.
it, I'm gonna roll my eyes and what are you gonna do?
If anyone's capable, it's Mother.
It's true.
Mother might be kind of hard to kidnap since they're warforged and made of metal and stuff like that.
True.
Bit heavier than the rest of us.
That's fair.
Trying to stay
You
positive.
just pick her up and run.
Right? Take a few people.
Or one dragon.
We don't know that.
You're right. We don't know this.
All right. So the time is close to about 8 a.m. Mother was thoughtful enough to put the time, and you can see that it's been about probably about close to 2.5 hours. All right. Hold on one second. Hold on.
Good luck, Mother.
Don't do it.
Come
play
play
with
with
us,
us, Mother. Come play with us.
I was wrong, actually. They're still here.
All right, we should all mute ourselves so
Okay.
Mother and the DM have some personal time.
Okay. Really quickly, knowing that Mother is not here, Staff and Lob, I'm assuming you head out?
Yeah.
Okay.
That would be correct.
All right.
Good luck.
Yep.
Oh, and I'm gonna try. Sorry about your erectile dysfunction, and she's saying it super loud.
Who are you saying that to?
To Delavash. Help you figure it out, buddy.
Oh, right. Now I get it.
Shaking my head.
Now I get it.
Yeah, I don't have that problem.
Dove would know. Anyway,
Oh.
we're getting more trouble.
Okay.
He brought me into this. Well, he brought me
Yeah.
into
Rock solid.
I don't care. Stop it.
That's freaking Malphite from League of Legends. Okay. Never mind. Dove, Raymond,
Yes.
and Dalavash. What are you guys gonna do? What are the three of you going to
What
do?
time? It's in the morning, early morning.
Yeah, it's about 8,
All right.
close to
Well,
8, almost 8.
What do you mean you have these messages that are clues for something?
We're not sure.
Yeah. They talk about male enhancement and performance in the bedroom and boosting it. They're sent
All
by
of them?
3. Yes, all 3, and they're sending me to 3 different locations. So
Yeah, and they're not specific locations. They're
Kinda
vague.
strange.
They're not giving a shot.
Okay.
it's not targeted advertising either.
Exactly. Yeah. That's
This,
it.
this,
And yet no one
This
else
isn't-
got them.
this isn't normal servitor communication?
No. They know us.
First
They
I've
know
seen
us,
it.
but not that well.
Yeah.
Well,
Apparently
apparently they
they-
know Elvish very well.
Yeah.
Somebody does. Or thinks they do.
Someone thinks they
Thinks they
do.
do. I think I
Or
will.
3 people think they do. I don't
I
know.
will pen a note for Mother that says, "We've got on the investigation. Message me for the location when you get done with your meeting."
Do we know where Mother's going, or that Mother just had a meeting
we know
and
that
she
Mother
just
had
took
a
off?
note to meet with somebody alone.
All right,
or
we don't
something.
know
We
who
don't
that
know
somebody
exactly
is,
who,
right?
No.
I don't think she even.
I think Mother
who it
had
was.
an implication. Again, I'd have to go back and watch the video last week, but I think
They had a second meeting with someone as well that kind of narrowed it down.
Mother
Right.
Mother was certain of who they were meeting before they left, but up until that point,
right,
they were not certain.
right.
Yeah, the note said something kind of hinted at, I think, someone we know well, kind of
Yeah.
in quotes.
But I know that Mother has the message spell and is the only one out of all of us that does. So instead of me trying to reach out, which I can't, I'm just going to leave the note telling them to message me. But we don't want to wait all day, especially if it becomes Mother's gone for an extended period. I know Mother well enough that if things are going south, I'm going to get a message if they're capable of sending one.
True.
So that way we can continue with our mission. And besides, I have cure wounds, and we have a paladin. We'll be all right.
Okay. So the three of you.
Covering Mullen's face, your expression, it's like, wait, what?
All right. So the three of you head out. Where are you heading first, by the way? So you are here
Yeah.
at the Gilded Lily. You know that the Sovereign Host Temple is here, and somewhere in this neighborhood, there's supposed to be. Oops.
Well, northeast of it.
Yeah. Ish. And then south of here. And then somewhere in this area. Right?
So they're not really triangulating a specific point.
Mm-hmm.
But it might be that they want us in that general area in between the three.
Well, I'm thinking what we want to do, or what I can do, is talk to a few passersby and ask if there's an apothecary shop or any kind of a place without using erectile dysfunction in the phrasing, but just to see if such a
Preferably.
place exists, expecting to get an answer, a no. It'll confirm the illegitimacy of the messages, for one.
Right.
It puts us in the area. Because who would send you these messages if they want you to find them, they would have been more explicit. So I'd say keep your eyes peeled for anything unique to Dalabash.
Why send them at all?
Right.
I mean, it could be an ambush also.
Yeah, but if it was an ambush, I think it would be much more precise. How can they set up an
So are
ambush
you
if they don't know where
heading
we're gonna
to Gideon's magical enhancements? Big Tandal's magical mail enhancement? Or Madame
be?
Melody?
Which one was the one closest to the bottom circle over here?
That would be Madame
We'll
Melody's.
look for that one.
Near the university?
Yeah. That's my suggestion.
Okay.
It's Dalabash's mission, but I'm suggesting it.
That's fine. It's the closest one, so.
That's why I was thinking.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so the three of you head out towards you pass through the grounds, past the university, and make your way towards the area in question. Meanwhile, Lob and Saf, you guys are heading first to Donegan's?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. Okay.
Well, Dorvek didn't get back to Lob, right? Yet.
Not yet.
All right, then yes. Donegan's first.
Okay. All right. So you guys are heading to Donegan's. Okay. All right.
That's
Mother.
not where Donegan's is.
No, it's not. Mother. You are at a somewhat familiar place. Early in the morning. The site of this fountain is where your party was arrested by Mont Richard shortly upon arriving in Fairhaven. In the early hours, there are very few people. Your mostly silent companion studies you, but only in passing glances, in an otherwise silent, mostly silent ride towards the park. Upon arrival, the carriage slows. The door opens, and your erstwhile companion says, "Wait here. My master will be with you shortly."
Acknowledged.
As you exit, again, the park, the fountain, very few people. There are a few here and there, small groups of people walking. But for the most part, you have most of the park to yourself. Time goes by. You would figure at this point, you've probably been here at least an hour. You know that soon the rest of your party will be waking up. As the light, as dawn and the light brightens, you see the park grow busier. More and more people are crossing. Some of them are on their way. Some of them are just kind of walking slowly and enjoying the scenery, the bustle, this small, mostly wooded area in the heart of Fairhaven. What are you doing while the time goes by?
Well, first, is the kind of valet still around, or did they leave? Okay.
No, they left with the carriage. You are
Okay.
pretty much by yourself.
Okay.
Do you wander the grounds, or do you find a bench to sit and wait?
And he indicated to wait at this spot, pretty much.
I believe his exact words were, "My master will be here shortly."
Okay. I suppose Mother will go find a nearby bench as close as possible and kind of watch the people more in some ways looking out for threats than anything else, but mostly people watching, taking in the scenery, but growing a little bit concerned as it's taking a while.
Another half an hour goes by. Are you going to remain at the bench?
I suppose Mother will surreptitiously cast a sending to the valet, asking, how do I put this politely? Is there a change of plans? Is the master expecting to arrive soon?
After a very brief pause, after sending your spell, from immediately to your left as you sit on the bench, a familiar voice says, "Apologies." And you could swear that there was no one there moments before.
Well, I probably should not be surprised, but Mother will stand up and bow. And how do I put this? I am it is no trouble. I am glad you are here. I am merely cautious of late with goings on in the city.
He rises soon after you do, as you begin to bow and speak, and almost reverently, Emrith puts his arms on Mother's shoulders and says, "There is no need to apologize or show this deference. It is you who I owe a great debt. Please, walk with me." And he begins a very casual, leisurely stroll as he kind of just looks upon the people, upon the city. It is beginning to bustle and move, life. And for several minutes. He says nothing and merely walks with you in a mostly companionable silence. After some time, he looks to you, studying you for just a moment. His mouth kind of moves as if he has something to say. And as you wait for him to speak, he looks ahead again and just kind of shakes his head. Hold on. What's up? In a bit. Come give me a hug. Love you. I'll be up in a sec, okay? And he finally stops and turns to you. And with somewhat of like a wry look on his face, he says to you, "Tell me something, mother." If you had known that the fateful day that you saved Yezdav, that would be the last day for many in Sire. Would you have done anything differently?
Mother considers a moment. I am uncertain how much I could have done. If there had been a way to, I would have preferred, of course, to prevent that disaster or save more people than I could, but saving one life is saving more than none.
He nods and begins to walk again. You have no choice but to resume step with him or be left behind. But he again looks around as if you following and walking with him is to be expected.
Yeah, I'll follow. I only wish that I had known more, still did know more, could do more.
And yet, what all would be so drastically different had you been given even 12 hours notice? 6 or 30 minutes less. He sighs and stops and turns to you. Creatures do not understand what my kind sees. What we know and the burdens of what little knowledge we can tie to current events and even mortals from the prophecies. I am afraid I have not gained the favor of Dove. And he looks at you as if to inquire, is that true?
That seems correct. I believe she and they disagreed about your message with Tomas.
Hold on. What's player knowledge versus character knowledge? What does Mother actually know about Tomas?
Good point. Did they actually
Has Seth actually
told
said anything?
What
I
are
don't
you
even think
referring to?
What does Mother know about Emrith and Tomas? Anything?
I guess the only people that know that he killed him, fucking worse, would be her and Yezdov, unless they had a conversation. No, because she freaked out. I don't remember. But I mean, it's obvious that he doesn't treat Tomas well.
Maybe to you. I'm trying to think.
There was a conversation in that temple where the head of House Orion died about Emrith, but I can't remember exactly what they told Mother, so I may have to go look at the notes.
Good fucking luck. I don't remember. I wouldn't know. I feel as though she would have. The only person I'm confident that knows that Emrith either sent someone or did it himself killing Tomas is Dove. I don't know. I could not say for certain whether or not. But Saf did make a. I mean, again, not that. That's all I'm saying. I'm not influencing Mother any other way.
Yeah, I don't think you would know Mother too much. Because neither
I would
Dove
say
nor
hard and fast. If you can't remember it on the spot, then
yeah,
just move on like it didn't happen.
Yeah. I would probably say, in the interest of time, simply they appear to have a disagreement with you about something.
He nods. And what of the lightning rail? Did I not assist there?
Indeed, you did.
And the current turmoil of your own houses. I will not say that this current feud could have been avoided, and yet I cannot help but feel that my advice to Dove and you is not being heeded. You have yet to meet with the king. This delay of the last several days has done nothing towards the goals that your own group has given you. I feel as if we are running out of time. And I do not want to see Yezdav or you or your companions fall. There are too many things happening. And I think further delays could mean the very difference in how many you were able to save in that fateful day in Old Sire. What can I do? You know her well. How can I get her to trust me?
Mother thinks for a moment. I am not certain that I know all of the details of the disagreement, so unfortunately I am not certain. And Mother thinks a moment more. My first thought would be that she does not know or understand your goals, but I may be incorrect.
He sighs. Instead of just, kind of turning his head to study Mother, this time he turns so that his whole body is facing Mother. Once again, he raises his arms and he puts them on Mother's shoulders. It may fall to you once more to save her. You did not fail me all those years ago. Please protect her. He nods and he says, one of your house leaders here is compromised. If that does not prove that I have her interests in mind, I do not know what else I can do. But be careful who you trust in your vaunted houses. And keep her safe.
Acknowledged. I will do my best, certainly in trying to ensure her safety. I only hope that we have the intelligence to do so. By which I mean knowledge, not. I mean, we may be dumb as well, but.
He nods, and his gaze turns towards one of the streets, and he kind of nods his head as if he's nodding towards something kind of behind you and over your shoulder.
I'll take a look at what that is.
You turn and you see the carriage waiting. And when you turn back, Emerith is gone.
Mother kind of thinks out loud to themselves and mutters, I suppose I will not know how soon is soon enough then. I should have asked. Well, Mother will head to the carriage.
The valet or the assistant who has yet to offer you any names or anything like that merely nods to you and climbs in ahead of you to the carriage. And as do you climb in as well?
Yes.
All right, make me a will save. Just kidding. You climb in, the door closes, and they look up as they have one leg over the other, and their hands kind of steepled together, and they ask you, "Where to?"
The Gilded Lily, please.
They nod, and without really saying anything, the carriage takes off.
Mother is still kind of looking out the windows, scanning the crowds as if expecting perhaps some kind of attack.
Maybe you'll ride past where we are when we're talking to passersby, and you can save yourself a spell slot.
All right. Okay. At this point, I would say you guys are probably leaving as Mother boards the carriage, and unfortunately, the carriage is pretty. I mean, it has like tinted curtain, right? So you can't really see in it, and it's most of the curtains are currently closed. So I'm going to say you're probably not going to see anyone out. But it'll take you back towards the Gilded Lily. Right. So if you don't want to do anything, then you left a message for Mother right at the Gilded Lily,
Yes,
correct?
I did.
Okay.
Remind me, did that say to come find you or stay there?
It said to send me a message if you want to know where we are. Because I know
Okay.
you have the spell.
Okay, yeah. Okay, yeah, when I get there, I will look at the notes. I will, I guess, cast Sending again, and,
Okay. While Mother is heading back, we have Dove, or sorry, not Dove. Lob and Saphiel. You make your way
Alright.
to Donegan's.
Chris, I would recommend not reading my notes. I had a lot of internal thoughts there that might not be happy for you.
All right, you guys make your way to Donegan's,
Hmm.
and he is pleased to see you, Lob.
How's my armor, bro?
He's still got it.
You keeping it all shined up and oiled?
Oh yeah. Are you here to pick it up?
No.
He nods towards you, Saphiel, and he says, "How can I help you?"
Well, you're supposed to have a list for me of, if you remember our previous conversation, of people you'd like the guild to leave alone. So I need that.
Holy cow, hold on one second.
Ancient history. I mean, a week ago.
Yeah. What is happening here?
Looking to see if Animes has an orc avatar. They do
Oh, that'd
not.
be so cool.
But they do have a dragon avatar.
There we go. Look at that.
He looks kind of undead.
Yeah, he kind of does. But you know what? We're gonna oh, you got the little tiny. Okay.
Donegan, are you in need of some male enhancement?
Stop! Don't start!
Okay. Yeah. Okay. So, he has the list ready, Saf.
Perfect. I will take it. And then I'll read it in front of him. Not out loud. I just will read it.
Yeah,
just to see.
look it
Yeah,
over.
while she's reading it,
Yep.
Lob will be like, so, what's the news? Heard anything particularly juicy?
You mean besides every airship in all of Corvair being either commandeered or late?
I said juicy, not obvious.
There have been attacks late at night. The city guard is nearly overwhelmed.
What kind of attacks?
He kind of motions
Are
both
the
of
city guard
you.
coming in to buy some new armor from you? I mean, you are the procurer of fine armor, are you not?
Can you ask one question at a time?
He motions both of you to come into like his office. he motions to like his sideboard that has quite a few, crystal decanters with various amber liquids and crystal rocks glasses. You can see he's already has a rather large drink that looks pretty fresh on his desk, and he sits down heavily behind his desk and motions for you both to join him. He says to you, there have been sightings of undead within the city. And I'm not talking those vile troops out of Karnath. Whole neighborhoods are being, I hate to say, invaded, but
Here in Fairhaven?
indeed.
Lob looks at Seth.
What? Keep your mouth shut. What kind of undead?
Keep my mouth shut.
I've heard every tale that would frighten children. Everything from
Oh god, it's got him!
The Walking Dead to horrors to vampires.
Oh no, vampires. That's so scary. When did this start happening?
He kind of looks like he's thinking about it, and he takes a pretty big pull from his drink, and he says, "Oh, I would say just before House Lyrandar fell to pieces."
So, just before that, so that was like right as we came back. Yeah, that kind of checks out. They're just all just going out in the open. They're not like trying to hide the fact that they exist at night.
They are not coming into shops to buy gear, but the city says that there have been bandit attacks. Ha! And he just finishes his drink at that and slams his glass down.
And is it everywhere? Is it one central like fucking notes? One central location in Fairhaven that they like keep returning to? Is it all over?
It has mostly been in the old part of town. Oh, sorry, that no longer mutes my mic. The other side of town from here, though, I have heard there have been sightings near the wall, even here. indefinitely. And he gives a pointed look at Yusaf. Near the cathedral.
Oh, wonderful. That spells great news for me. That's great at all, actually. Blah, 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 blah. Shit, I had another question. Oh, what was it? Son of a bitch. Lob, ask a question. Make it useful, please.
Oh, for fuck's sake. I got nothing.
I had a question and it just fucking left my brain. It's over. Oh, okay. Have they been evacuating people to get them out of where these things are happening?
Nothing like that. And of course, there was no... It is not as if we are being literally invaded by the dead. It's just... There are people missing. Rumors. But these rumors are by people that I trust.
Okay. What are the rumors then? Because even if you don't trust me, I assume you trust Lob. Who are the people?
What?
Who are the
Who are the
people that
people
are
you
missing?
trust?
Oh.
Just people that tell me.
Who are the people that are missing?
Oh, no, he's just saying that there are lots of people going missing.
Okay.
And that the people who have told him that there are sightings of undead are people that he trusts.
Okay, so it's not like more on top of that.
Yeah, no.
Okay, so do you know, this is gonna sound bad, is it like specific races of people that are going missing, or is it like across board tieflings, elves, halflings, gnomes, like?
He he kind of gives you a curious look and he says, I have not heard of any specific patterns, but I will inquire. What do you think?
Well, from what we've experienced, it seems, from memory, I think elves and humans? I'm not 100% sure, but it seemed as though it was like humanoid creatures like that. I can't be certain, but I have thoughts that would put you in a dangerous situation, so best you keep thinking that they're rumors, of course.
Will you be staying here in the city then?
Unfortunately, yes, we are here until we are told otherwise.
I will send word if I hear anything more.
That would be most helpful. Oh, do you want me to leave so you two can, like, dick around for a couple minutes? Like...
No, I'm not turned on enough.
Wait till he brings out the breastplate stretcher.
Jesus Christ. Do you have any short swords or any weapons that are good against undead at your disposal right now? Well, would need to be paid for, obviously, but like anything like that in your armory right now? That'd be kind of cool. Pretty
I
helpful.
do.
I didn't ask you.
I
Well,
have I have
seems like you're
lots of
asking the room.
blades. I did.
Yeah, but I'm looking for ones that can specifically do radiant damage.
Hmm.
Specifically a short sword, so it could also do like good damage.
Why would you want a short sword?
Because I can use a short sword. My flame tongue is a short sword.
No, what you want is one of these, and I pat my great sword.
I can't carry one of those.
That sounds like a you.
Sure you can.
The first thing I will do if I get one like that is hit you with it.
Hmm.
Here you go.
if we weren't in Tonigan's office, I would absolutely take a swing.
He definitely has some magical blades, but none that would deal radiant damage. You know.
So, question to the DM.
Yes.
I have this Corpse Slayer greatsword,
Mm-hmm.
and it does an extra D8 of damage to undead.
Yes.
But is that just an extra D8 of slashing damage?
Hmm.
Or is that a D8 of another type of damage? Well, alright, never mind. I answered my own question. An extra D8 of weapon type.
Oh, it says
An
that?
extra D8 of slashing.
Okay.
And they have a disadvantage on saving throws against effects that turn undead.
Ooh. Very nice.
But no radiant damage.
No.
Now I'm imagining that this greatsword is serrated.
Well, I
Okay.
got what I needed.
Well, I think we're done here.
Stop
Okay.
A. 2 more stops to go.
Where's your next stop?
The thing-
Probably the Thieves Guild or the Dark Daggers, because
how
we haven't heard back from Dorvek, right?
Are you gonna go check your messages?
No, I think. Well, the Dark Daggers hideout is not that far away, so probably like more logistical to go there first.
how close is Tomas's hideout compared to the anything else?
Ooh.
Is that over by the Dormouse?
It is.
Oh my god, that's the
Other side of the city.
town! Oh
Yeah.
my god damn it. Okay, yeah, we'll go to fucking Dark Daggers first.
Okay. All right. Dalavash, Raymond, and Dove. You make your way. Here, I'm going to bring us back to the city. In the city.
Okay, I will be right back.
Okay. You make your way over to this little part of town.
Excellent.
Why does this shop have a sign of an eggplant?
Ah. All right. What are you looking for?
We're asking around for the name of the shop that was supposed to be in this area, or I am.
Okay, that was. Okay, so you're looking for Madam Melody.
Yep.
Melody. Okay. As you get here, there is no there is a shop called Madame Melodies Arcane Supplies. But it is definitely not a brothel as the message would have implied.
Okay. What kind of shop is it?
It's like a components.
Now, when these
Arcane components.
messages come in, are they physical messages? Like, do we have a copy of the? Oh,
Yes.
perfect. Now, it's addressed to Dalavash, so I'm going to suggest that you do the talking, but I'll back you up.
I don't even know what we're gonna say.
We're going to say, "Did you send me this message?"
You better.
Because I bet you the answer is going to be no.
Why don't I go and start by telling them my name and see if any they're like, oh, you're here
see
for
if they have an
the
appointment for you already or something.
you're here for the hookers.
Yeah. You got to come through this back door here, this secret entrance.
You're here for the lady. Okay. Good news, Bri. Or Dalavash.
Oh yeah.
Uh-oh.
You you make it in,
That's what she said.
and so the shop itself is just like I said, it's an arcane components store. It is actually quite busy, and from what you can see, there are lots and lots of students. It being close to a university and all. It's quite orderly, and it's very, very busy. And so it takes some time. But as you... Actually, don't quite need this kind of music anymore. Okay. It takes some time, but a very nice young man finally approaches your group and comes and he says, "Welcome to Madame Melodies. How may I help you today?"
Hello, my name is Dalavash.
And then we all wait.
Welcome.
Yeah, I'll wait. There'll be a
We all
pause.
look at him
an
like
awkward pause.
he's supposed to know the name.
Welcome, Dalavash. How may I assist you today?
Okay. Well, I recently received a message from someone that sent me to this location. It was like a sort of advertisement.
Really? Do you attend the university?
No.
And he kind of looks the three of you over, noticing like Raymond's age, Dove's attire, Dalavash's age, and he seems confused, but he says,
Well,
"Go ahead."
I forgot what I was going to say.
Oh. I am not aware of any message. You said your name is Dalavash.
Yeah, the message
Send it to him. You should have a physical
said
copy of
that
it.
this establishment is a brothel.
And he kind of looks at you, and like as if he didn't hear you. Pardon?
right.
Excuse me?
I'm just gonna show him the message at this point.
That's
He-
Delavash with a D. Do you have anything with a D?
He reads the message multiple times, and each time looking more and more confused, and a bit of red kind of comes to his cheeks as he reads the message, and he says, "This must be some kind of joke. Please come with me." And he brings you back to a counter, and he says, "One moment, please wait here. I shall return." And he heads off into the back. And as you guys wait, little bit of time goes by, and a rather handsome woman, probably, somewhere between Dove and Raymond's age, comes out.
That's a range.
Huh? It's hard to tell. She's a very handsome woman. She comes out and looks at the three of you and sets the note down on the counter, and she says, "What is the meaning of this? What kind of joke is this?"
That's exactly what we're trying to find out.
Yeah. I got this message. I don't know who it's from.
We're trying to figure out its source.
This is not a message we would send, and I do not appreciate this implication of my business.
Well, then you'll be happy to know we haven't shown or told anyone else about this message. Your reputation has been kept intact.
Oh my god, I cannot do an accent tonight without coughing. Ah. She looks at the three of you again, and she's clearly very flustered.
Yeah, I'm trying to de-escalate.
And she says,
Yeah.
"What was your name again?"
Yalavash. It says it on
Delivash?
top of the message here. Yeah.
That's right. The one you're holding.
She turns. Do not we have a package waiting for a Dalivash? Go look. And the young man, he kind of blinks and leaves. And comes back with a small brown paper wrapped package.
Nondescript. So
It's about the size and shape of a book, and clearly written on the package is Delavash. And she says, "Yes, we do have a package for you, but I do not understand. And she kind of raises herself up, as if she's defending her store's very honor, and she says, "We are not that type of business, but this package is prepaid, and I suppose it belongs to you. Maybe you have crass friends who wish to play a joke on you. I do not
Do you know how
know."
long that package has been here? Waiting?
She looks at something on the package and she says, "Yes, we've had it here for 4 days."
Did you see who dropped it off?
It was delivered with all of our other packages. I do not know.
Do you have a back room or somewhere more private that we can take a look at this without being out on the street?
Yes, come. Jean, show them the to the alchemy room. I believe it is not in use. And he nods and motions for you all to follow him. And he takes you into a fairly large-sized room, but it has like several like cauldrons and alchemy equipment, all kinds of things set up along the walls, with the center being mostly open. And he says, "We have a class scheduled," and he looks up at a clock hanging on the wall, and he says, "In 20 minutes, but you may use this room until then." And he bows and exits, closing the door behind him.
All right, open it, and I prepare my cantrips just in case.
Yeah, I'm gonna open it slowly.
Ready a counterspell.
You open.
If this character has counterspell.
Probably not. Is it a paladin
My
spell?
character? No.
I don't think I have it. Actually, I know I don't have it. I should though. That should be good.
Mm.
I do.
Oh.
I do
Oh,
indeed have it.
nice.
You have counterspell as a paladin?
Well, that's
I do.
Cool.
Holy
At level 2.
shit! No, that's level 3. Holy fuck! How do you have counterspell as a freaking paladin? Damn, you do.
It's probably because I of my
Oath of the
paladin.
Watchers. Yeah.
Yeah.
Holy
I
shit!
have more of like protection.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
I have more protection features.
Okay. You open it up, and it looks like a textbook.
Is there a table or something in this
What is
room?
it?
Is
Huh?
there a table or something in this room we can set the book on?
Yeah, there's plenty of counter space
Does it have
all
a
along the
title
walls.
on
It-
on the spine or on the?
Yeah.
Like
It
the front of
does.
the
Without
book?
opening the book, does
It
it look
does.
like it might be one of those false, hollowed out books that's got something inside of it? Like a quick look around the outside. We're being overly cautious.
Roll me an
so-
investigation. Yeah, roll me an investigation.
I need to pull up my character sheet. Investigation is a good one. Pretty good.
Pretty good one. It does look like just a normal book.
Actual book.
It is a hardcover book. There's gilding on the spine. It is a fine book, and it is. I'm gonna just type it.
Hmm.
There you go.
Okay.
Wait, did that go to public? No.
Yeah.
You see it?
Yeah, I see it.
Oh, okay, good.
All right. Let's take a flip through then. Check see if there's a forward
Yeah.
or a in memory of or dedicated to.
There are some notes on like not necessarily like copyright, but some information related to the edition and things like that. There's also an address. But the address is not at all even in Aldair. The address is something related to Sire.
Oh, so how old's this book?
I would say there would be like a printing date, and it is probably about 6 years before the morning. So it's, yeah, I'm going to say a decade.
And there's a disclaimer: any injuries incurred while following advice related in this book is purely the user's error, and
Do not try this at home.
yeah, Lacrimores will not be held responsible for injuries incurred.
I'm gonna kind of
No,
leaf through
No,
it.
it actually says that money back guaranteed for life.
alright.
Just see Lacrimore in Sire for a full refund.
Sweet.
I'm gonna start leafing through it and see if it seems just like what the book says it is, like a thing about herbs and tinctures and stuff.
It definitely is. It is definitely a used
I
book.
was going to ask that next.
There
Highlight
are
notes and post-it notes all through?
some notes in the margins. Most of the ones you take the time to read have to do with whatever the chapter is about.
All
As
the
it's-
same handwriting.
yeah, for the most part, yep. From what you can tell, just kind of glancing through it. Looked like, whoever was using the book made some minor notes related to whatever tincture, potion, or solution.
Is anything about this familiar to you, Dalavesh? Did you have a herbology trainer when you were coming up in ranger school? I mean,
No, but I already do know a lot of this
Yeah.
stuff. Being a ranger, and
how about the back
I don't know
cover?
who would have given this to me.
Anything written in the back cover, a spine, or anything like that? Dedicated to? Alright, well,
No.
this is probably the first clue of 3.
It's a reverse fetch quest. We get the item first, and then the next place we go, we find out the next person wanted this item.
Yeah, they tricked us.
All right, where to next?
Choice.
Let's go over this area.
I'd like to take the time to thank them on our way out. For any apologize for any confusion, any implications we may have made. We'll get to the bottom of this. And their dignity will not be besmirched this day.
All right, south of the Chalice Center, you're looking for Gideon's magical enhancements, and this is a much larger area to search in.
Question.
Yes.
So Dove replied to my
Oh, yes.
sentence.
I would say while they're waiting, you would be able to join them, Mother, as they are in the alchemy room, or the alchemy room. Mother would arrive.
And I will,
Okay.
will go, oh, hey, look, guys, it's Mother.
And Mother looks even more depressed than usual and a little bit sheepish.
That was my intent.
Greetings.
And then I will acknowledge it no longer beyond that. It's like my passive-aggressive reply to the message. Nice of you to check in.
I'm not even gonna ask. I'm just gonna keep looking for the store.
So then, yeah, we'll head to
Okay. All right, Saf and Lob. Hold on one second. Yes. Yes.
Ooh. Oh, yeah.
No. No.
So
We
did they
have-
not end up moving? Remember Remember they were supposed to be moving? Did they not end up moving the Thieves Guild anymore?
It was like a week ago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Feels like a year ago.
It takes time to move.
I was just asking. We've been gone.
They have not yet moved.
Okay.
Okay, you make your way to the Thieves Guild. Oh my god.
It's always great to hear from the DM.
Yeah.
Yeah, literally.
I'm looking through some of my old cutscene characters. And it is bringing back fond memories.
That doesn't sound great.
Yeah. Okay. Sorry, this was just a little bit of a blast from the past. Okay, you make it here, and you are able to get by. You know the way in now.
Okay.
And you are here and met by both Kerwin and Zara. Hold on one second. I'm gonna throw. Do. He's named. Okay. We don't have a big thing. The hell? Here we go. Sorry. Okay. Apologies, I don't have them prettily cut out like I usually do, but there they are so you can see them. All right. You notice that they are the only ones here.
Okay.
They nod to both of you as you approach. Everything else pretty much looks cleaned out.
Perfect.
And both of them give each other a pretty dark look before turning towards you and saying, We heard about Jax.
Yeah. It was not a great situation.
At least he was Well, at least you were there.
It would have been much worse if he didn't do what he did, so.
He was good like that, Zara replies. Could always count on him. But we have guild business to be about. As you can see, we're nearly cleaned up here. We've decided to become less centralized.
Not necessarily a bad idea.
We've got several hideouts for now, safe houses across the city, but no central place. We also figured that your involvement with the guild need not be so public considering your other duties.
Smart call
So
again?
for the most part, Zara and I will take care of the day-to-day, if you will. Zara hands you a book.
Oh boy.
You recognize the book.
Oh, is it Jazz's ledger?
Mm-hmm. Jax was able to make a few more findings or notes before he left for Windshire. But sadly, not as much as we'd like.
Well, fortunately, I've also made some progress. I can see what he's done and maybe put 2 and 2 together.
We trust anything in here that would benefit the guild, you'll bring to our attention, yes?
Yes. Actually, on that note, hold on. I have thoughts about possibly going through Jazz's ledger and figuring out, do you know where the money she had was?
What funds she had?
Yeah, because I have her ledger while you had her journal. And if we can find out how much money she had, we can possibly find out where she had it, possibly use it to get a resurrection for Jax, if that was important to you. You know, and getting the funds in general, probably a good idea, but...
They exchange a look. On that count, I think you'll be sorely disappointed. It seems our dear Jazz owed quite a bit to a number of individuals. There's not a lot left, but your cut has been deposited. The rest has been divvied up and will help pay for moving costs. As she kind of looks around the now fairly empty former guild hall.
That makes sense. Well, that's unfortunate, but something to work towards, I suppose.
They kind of give each other a look, and Kerwin says, Jocks was the best. I'd certainly be willing to contribute, but what you're talking about would take quite a bit of time for the guild to produce. But I would certainly consider offering what I could to the cause.
I would as well, which is why I brought it up in the first place.
He
The fact
hands
that-
you a slip of paper
Easy.
that basically has a series, like a really long code of some sort. You recognize it immediately as an account number for House Kundarak. This would basically be a deposit box, or
Oh.
a deposit account. You have one yourself, which is where your employment funds from the arbiters gets deposited.
Okay. How much?
It doesn't say how much is on there.
Well, I was gonna ask, like, physically or vocally, say how much. More of a curiosity, not a greediness, but trying to know what I'm working with.
So you're asking what your cut was?
Yeah.
There's about 3,000 in there. And of course, you'll, as a member in good standing of the Dark Daggers, you'll get your cut. Though as more of a silent partner, I'm sure you'll understand, may not be as expansive as one might wish. However, if you're interested in more directly contributing to the success of the guild, come see me. I'm sure we could put your talents to use.
Well, that's going to have to wait until at least after tomorrow.
Thieves Guild questline unlocked.
Yeah, no. That's it. I'll put it in the back of my mind, but I have other things that I need to attend to as well.
That sounds like a reputation grind.
Ugh.
Suddenly, side quests.
Yeah, a
I'm
whole
gonna
bunch of
take out the
exclamation points
note
appear.
from Donegan, and I will hand it to Zara. These are people that were on Jazz's shit list. That Donegan has been the owner of Donegan's Armory and something. That he's been extremely helpful. So in return, I was hoping we could work on leaving these people alone.
As Zara reads the email, her eyebrows climb and climb and climb. She gives Kerwin a very pointed look and hands the list over. He looks it over as well, and he finally says, as someone with a vote in guild business, it is certainly your right, but I can tell you right now, this certainly won't build your coffers faster, but I suppose we could work with this, if you insist.
Well, if I have to be playing both sides, then I need to make sure that I can work with both sides. So yes, I insist. but I understand the position you're in as well. So my hands are tied with what you choose to do, and I acknowledge that, but I'd be hard-pressed not to ask.
Kerwin slips the list inside kind of a pouch pocket and nods to you. Roy, he hands you another coded list that looks similar to like a delivery list of some kind.
Okay.
But you can see right away that it's coded to list not all of them, but some of them are coded to list safe houses throughout the city.
Okay. Thank you for that. Is there any that you guys will be staying at in particular, or you're gonna jump house to house?
Well, now I think it's best that the three of us try not to be in the same location at the same time. At least until things settle down. And I would hate to see anything happen to you. And so I must tell you, the city is not quite the same as it was. There are... And he kind of looks at Zara again and he says, it seems undesirables have moved in the form of the dead, he says with a wry smile.
Well,
The
you're
city
not the
is...
first one to say that.
No doubt. Well, they seem to have been drawn here for some reason. And then he kind of gestures at the... I think this damned cathedral was cursed since before the war. It must be like a beacon, what with the visitors we had the night we met, as well as all the prowlers every night. Must say, I'm looking forward to seeing the last of this place for quite some time.
When are you guys done?
This is it, Zara says.
That's good.
Well, you know how to get in touch with us. And he kind of nods to the list. And how to arrange a meeting if it's required. Be safe.
You as well. Good luck.
They both nod and each leave a separate way.
I just look over at Lob and oh my god. It could have been worse.
I suppose.
Okay, so here's the thing. There's one more thing I need to do on the other side of town, and you're not gonna like it. So you can either come with me, or I can go by myself, but you'll get in trouble.
No, I'll go with you.
Okay.
I mean,
The fuck? You're not going anywhere without me.
Yep, kind of figured that was gonna happen. But you have to understand that I am doing a huge breach of trust in someone, so you need to just... After this is over, keep your mouth shut. And we start leaving.
Hold on one second.
Oh god, we're gonna be attacked.
Be
JB, why did you say you want to intimidate
be
someone?
aware of
Why'd
the
you do
time,
this?
because I do have 15 minutes.
Yes, I know.
Speaking of vampires,
More like pumpkins, huh?
yeah, kind of.
Okay, Saf,
Yes.
you receive a message.
Oh no. Oh no, that's scary. Are you sure?
And we pick up next week.
This is
Hello, this is Seth. Pick up the message.
Go for Saf. Go for Safiel.
okay. I'm going to. So I haven't used it yet because it was yesterday morning, or have I used it?
Correct. You have not
Okay,
used
so
it.
I'm gonna message back and say, I'm leaving a letter for you at your hideout. Read it at your own timeline. I don't know.
Earliest convenience.
It's about your safety. Yeah, read it
Okay.
at your earliest convenience, but yeah. Like,
Okay, and you've used it for today.
okay.
All right. And that is where we will end it. I will say this, though. Raymond, Dove, Mother, and Dalvash. You do not at all find any shop that has anything to do with what you were looking for. And that